and rushed back up to the surface, with the episode ending only after he finally cooked his food. And obviously, like many of you, I was left completely baffled after watching this. Why did Malum suddenly just freeze up out of nowhere? What could have caused him to do this? I began watching back episode 3, looking for any clues or hints in the video that I might have somehow missed, but there was nothing. Nada. Zilch. And now, feeling more lost than ever, decided that I must continue on with the story. So I clicked on to episode 4, Building My House. Episode 4 started like any other. He begins the video by welcoming us back to the series, then says what his plans are for the episode. Today I'm gonna finally build a base. I'm surprised I made it this far without one. He walks a few blocks before pausing again, saying he needs to get a few more materials first. He begins heading down a hill to collect more sand near the riverbank, and after a few minutes, finally says he thinks he has everything he needs to begin building. So he travels back up the hill in order to craft all the materials that he'll need for his house. And it was around here when something a little odd happened. As Malum was getting all the items ready that he would be needing, he was about to take out some green dye which he had smelting in a furnace. But after opening it, he immediately closed it and began walking away. And what's even stranger is that after just a few seconds, he would turn back around to grab the green dye. And honestly, I really don't know why he did this. It honestly could have just been a mistake, and it probably was. So I just kept it in the back of my mind and continued on watching. Following this, Malum would go on to craft a few more materials for his base, including a concoction of black, white, and cyan concrete powder, and after heading back to the water to harden it all, would finally begin construction on his house. He began building his house by starting with the cyan walls, an odd choice for a starter base, but it was clear that he had obviously put some thought into the design beforehand, making sure every block was placed perfectly just where he liked it. Malum's house consisted of bright cyan walls, long twisting hallways leading to his room, a checkerboard pattern floor, a disorganized storage system, and a single painting hanging just above his white bed. And after just 10 minutes, he finally placed the last block to his house, the door. After finishing construction, Malum would go on to celebrate his new house, talking about how much he loves it and calling it perfect, before the 4th episode would ultimately end with Malum going to bed inside his new base. And quite frankly, this would mark the last normal episode before things quickly became terrifying. Episode 5, titled Looking for Diamonds, began relatively ordinary. Malum would start the episode as usual by greeting the audience, then would state his plans for the day.